Chat, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we? Thanks for coming in. It is that time. The time you've all been waiting for. It's time to tell you all what you've all come kinda to hear. It is depressing, but it's also not that depressing. Let's turn the sad songs down, shall we? So, now, as most of you will have seen, that we finished the last ever show of A Night at the Phoenix, which is how I got into Brian. When Brian started 2 years ago, I got an audition to go play the character of Brian Potter in a tribute show. We did the show, and that's when I got the costume, and I thought, sod it, I'm gonna make content for charity, and then it turned into social media, and so on and so forth. Now, we was meant to be doing a whole tour of A Night at the Phoenix, and unfortunately, the show has been cancelled. So, I can't go into too much detail, but I'm sure you can all work out what has gone on behind the scenes. Now, I've personally wrote Peter Kay a letter. We sent it to his management, hoping that he can read it, because we haven't been told we can't do Brian. The show's been cancelled, but nothing has come to me personally as of yet. So we have wrote a letter to Peter Kay over a week ago. Over 2 weeks ago, I think it is. And we've not heard anything back. So, we've had lots of discussions, because I've now lost, show money, things like that. Now, I promise you, they're not joking. We're not joking. So, hear me out. The big announcement is that we are rebranding the channel completely. We're going to try and keep Brian going for as long as we possibly can. I will be happy if I can just take Brian out and do the charity stuff. Like the things we've done with Brian, we do charity gigs all the time. Most of the gigs that are coming in are charity gigs. Brian is able to go out into the community, make a change. Heaton Park Metrolink, okay? One of the groups we do for free is a dementia and Alzheimer's group, right? And when we got there, the carers were complaining about the Metrolink lifts not working. So we went to the Metrolink. We did the Metrolink a video. They said no, they can't do anything about it. So we made them another video, and we kept making videos. And eventually, Heaton Park Metrolink now is getting redesigned so they have ramps that are 24-hour accessible, right? So if I can keep Brian for that kind of content, I will be so happy. But it's not in my hands. It ain't in my hands anymore. We're going to push it as far as we can. We're going to take it as far as we can. We don't infringe anything. We're a lookalike. I try to avoid any of his stand-up. I try to avoid any of his... People say to me on the streets or in the chat, can you say this? Of course, I'm going to say it. But we changed the name Connor Brian Potter. We've changed so much about that character that it's... Although everyone knows who it is, Brian Potter never walks. How many times have you all seen me get up and walk? So there is differences. So we're praying we can keep Brian longer. Now the bingo show, Brian's Bonkers Bingo. When I wrote the show, the comedy show, the bingo show, I did it that if ever the time would come where we couldn't do the character anymore, that we would be able to do it without it, right? So we're going to change the bingo to Conjo's Comedy Bingo. We are going to change it so it's a streamable thing. So not only can you buy tickets to be at the event and win the prizes, we're going to have streamers there. So it's the first, no one's doing it. No one's taking that jump into the streaming world of doing gigs, I don't think, as of yet. So that's what we're going to do. So tickets are going to become on sale soon. They're going to be next month. I appreciate everyone, right? I know the channel is called Connor Brian Potter, but the announcement is we are changing over at the end of the month to Conjo TV. So self-employed, my production name is Conjo Entertainments. Conjo is Connor Joseph, his middle name put together. So we're going to change the channel to Conjo TV. Everything is going to stay the same. We're going to try and do Brian for as long as we can. But my goal was always to be Brian for a little bit. I wanted to be me. I want to be myself. Everything I do in Brian is me. I create the accent. I create, you know, although it's reference to a character. All my stand-up's mine. I try not to take anything from Peter Kay or any other comedian for that matter. So yeah, we're going to Conjo TV. It's not going to happen overnight. It ain't going to happen overnight. So we're going to aim to have, we've got the artwork done already. We'll be posting that in the next couple of days. But yeah, sad times. It's been a hard couple of weeks, hence why there's no footage gone out. We've been in a kind of, well, I have, of what do I do, because like I said, he hasn't come for me personally. But at the same time, I don't want to do something that's going to get me sued, that's going to get me cancelled or out like that. I love Peter Kay and I think he's an absolute fantastic, you know, comic. So nothing's going to change. It just means we're going to be able to create more characters. We've got a brand new character coming, and we're going to be bringing it towards the end of the month. We're going to keep coming with the new characters. Thank you, Maisie. Thanks for everyone in the chats already. Lover boys, love Bob boys, Gangwan. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, that's all that's changing. But hopefully it just gives us a chance now to recreate some new characters, create new skits, because everything is me. Brian is me. I feel like I am Brian at this point. I've made my own version of Potty. Hence why we changed the name. I didn't want to be exactly like Peter Kay. Can you PM me? I can help you with Peter Kay. I'm his close friend. He loves what you do. Buzzer is back. I will drop you a message. Absolutely. Peter Kay is behind you. He will help you with everything you do. This is coming from a chat member in TikTok. Okay, let's see. Like I said, Paris is in the chat. But like I said, although it might say, I know people, I might lose some followers because they're only here for Brian. Brian is going to stay for as long as we possibly can do him. I promise. If we can do more with him, honestly. I'm Paul from Bury. Hi, Paul. So, regardless of what's going to happen, we're going to change to Conjo TV. I'm very excited. We've got some big filming coming up for YouTube. We're going to try and crack down on everything now. This is our chance now to show you who I am as a person, not just Brian. I love the fact Brian can still be there. If Brian can still be there, then honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy. But as you can tell, it took quite a shock. So, let's fingers crossed. But that is the big announcement. We're going to Conjo TV. There's going to be not only Brian, hopefully, we're going to have a new character, and I'm going to drop the name so you can all start thinking. The new character is called Albert. Albert is coming. Albert is on his way. And we've got a few friends that are going to help us out along the way. So YouTube's going to be coming up and running. Going to be all Conjo TV. We're going to be dropping YouTube videos. We're going to be dropping streams left, right and centre. And obviously new characters. Streaming, I mean, how long have we been streaming now? Like a month? And we're up to 319 followers. Maybe a bit longer than a month. But we're pretty much there now. I'm very excited, although I'm sad. Yeah, I mean, we haven't had time to process the show or anything like that. So that was kind of sad. That was over. But all good things must come to an end eventually, hasn't it? So hopefully we can keep on to Brian. The comedy bingo shows, Conjo's Comedy Bingo, is going to be coming 25th July, I think the next one is. We've got 25th of July. The next bingo is, we're going to try and get one sooner, but the bloody World Cup is on. No venue will take a thing on because the matches are on. But there we go. There we go. So that's the big announcement, chat. That was pretty much it. I hope everyone stays. I hope no one leaves. But if you do, understandable. And we're just going to make it better. We're going to make it better. I don't know what just happened then. Someone just subbed. They did. I don't know where it went. I don't know who it was to say thank you. Where's it gone? Why are we still listening to this? I just realised that there's sad songs on in the background. I don't know who just subscribed to me, but appreciate that. Don't know where it's gone. Can you see who it is, boss? You're beautiful. Have I missed the announcement? Yes, you have missed the announcement. But not to worry. Not to worry. Basically, to cut a long story short, we're rebranding the channel. We don't know where we stand with Brian at the minute. One of our shows been cancelled. I don't know what has gone on. It's not my show. But don't know where we stand now. So we're going to try and do Brian for as long as we can. And we're going to change the channel to Conjo TV. And then we've got new characters coming. We've got new YouTube coming. New Twitch coming. Aaron, thank you, mate. So that's the news. We'll try and keep Brian for as long as we can, obviously. But there is still loads more to give from myself. So maybe this has come at a good time. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's a sign to say everything you've learnt now. Off you go. Fly on your own. On your own. Right, that's enough of that depressing music, everyone, innit? Away. So yeah, that's the big announcement. So I'm sorry if you've only come for Brian. But that's pretty much it. I can't really say any more about the scenario with the show because I don't know. I've just been told that there's no more shows. So I honestly don't know. I'm just an actor. But I'm very excited. So I'm very, very, very excited. Although of course I'm sad. But I just think it's time. There's so much more to give. Like the characters that we're going to come out. Albert's going to be funny. I think Albert's going to go down well. I really do. The YouTube videos we've got prepared, that we've got lined up. I hope you'll all love it. I hope you all enjoy it. If you don't, all I can say is I've tried, and at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? We put everything into it. I mean, this is my full-time job. Brian was full-time. With the streaming, with the social medias, we cover a couple other social media channels. You know, but Brian was the main thing, so it's a bit... Where do we stand? So, Conjo TV, that's where we're going. That's what we're doing. We're going to smash it. I appreciate all your support. So, when you're watching videos, please hit the like. Please hit the share. You know, that alone does enough. That alone does enough. And obviously, make sure you follow and share it with your friends. Yeah, I think... Well, I'm not sure. We've wrote Peter Kay a letter now. After the show got cancelled, we decided, right, we don't know where we stand because we haven't had a letter saying that we can't do the social media side, and it's the tribute show wasn't my show, so we've wrote his agent, his producers, or whoever it is. We've wrote a letter to them and say, look, where do we stand? Is there anything we can do? Is there any leeway we can do it? Where I just don't know where I stand. So for now, we're gonna try and limit Brian a little bit, as long as I can still do all the charity things and, you know, like potholes, or, you know, something goes on where we can help people. That's what I loved about Brian. Brian was so in the community and out and about. Like, we've met so many cool people and helped so many people that it'd be a shame to say goodbye to it. So yeah, we just gotta wait, I suppose. I mean, we've waited over 2 weeks and we haven't heard anything, so we're still gonna do bits until the time comes. But I think now was a good time to rebrand. That it's not just gonna be Brian. There's gonna be other elements of the channel, and we're gonna go from there. It just means you're gonna get more. It just means you're all gonna get more of this. Aren't you all lucky? Oh, Christ. So yeah, I'm glad that's like a weight off my shoulder. I've been sat here, honestly, sleepless nights. I think I've always been scared that people just here for Brian. Like, when we try and do videos of ourselves or out and about, you don't do, but I don't know. I can only try, chat. So when's the big changeover? So we're going to try for the end of the month. We've got some few things we want to film. So YouTube's going to go off. We've got new videos for YouTube that we want to do properly when the changeover. So we're going to post the artwork and start giving you the little hints of what's going to be coming throughout this month, and then give everyone enough time to get used to it, I suppose. I didn't want to do it too soon. Didn't want to be like, right, it's happening tonight. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. I mean, we've still got Brian videos coming out, so Brian's not going anywhere. But I'm not sure how long we're going to get away with him for. I'd love for Peter Kay just to, you know, write back and go, listen, even if you have to give money to chat, do you know what I mean? It's not, I just love Brian, and I think everyone loves Brian. It'd be sad if we did have to stop it. It really would. I'd be devastated. But, like I said, there's more talent in the tank, chat. There's more talent in the chat. Aaron, so basically, we're rebranding the channel. We're rebranding. Instead of Connor Brian Potty, we're going to go to Conjo TV across everything. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. It's all going to go to Conjo TV. It's all going to go to Conjo TV. Now, hopefully Brian doesn't have to go anywhere. But there are hints that we might not be allowed to do him. Literally. So we're just waiting. But we haven't heard, so we're going to continue. And if something comes, something comes. If something doesn't, happy days. But I always wanted to be known for me, not for doing someone else. Although I love making different characters, that's the plan, to have loads of different characters. We've got 2 new characters. One only comes out at Christmas, or Christmas time-ish, and she's a bit of a beast. And the other one is our lovely little friend called Albert, who's coming very, very soon. Lizzie, all right, my lover. Thank you. Nice to be nice. Appreciate that. So yeah, hopefully nothing's going to change much. Hopefully you'll all still love me. Hopefully you'll all still follow and, you know, be supportive, because this has only come this far because of everyone else. Like, the love, the community, you know, people stopping us out on the streets. It's insane. The past 2 years have been probably the best 2 years of my life. Like, all I ever wanted to do was perform, entertain. That was it. I've tried 9-to-5 jobs. I don't suit them. I do not suit them. You know, I tried working backstage. I went to drama school and did backstage degree just so I was in some kind of theatre. And I couldn't do it. I was always born to perform. Whether that be streaming, whether it be entertaining. So, I can't give up. I can't give up. We've got to go on. We've got to go on. There's no quitting. I'm not going to quit. It just means we're going to work harder and harder. More streams, more videos. Or thanks, my Lizzie. Thanks, my lover. So, yeah, that's the plan. New characters. Change over at the end of the month. And, yeah. Conjo's Comedy Bingo. Brian's Bonkers Bingo went down a treat. And it's just the same show. It's just the same show. It's the same person. It's the same guy. Bread and garlic, you filthy perverts. And now, Conjo, that's not going anywhere. That's staying in. You can't copyright fucking food, my friend. No way, Jose. So, there we go. So, Comedy Bingo is going to be an absolute blast. That's happening at the end of July. We're going to try and get one sooner. But the World Cup is ruining things because every venue's trying to keep hold of the rooms for the World Cup because they're staying open later, aren't they? So we're having a bit of trouble trying to get in places until after the World Cup. Christ, there'll be one every weekend. I need the money. We're popping up everywhere in a town near you. Get tickets now. What other things would people want to see? Here's one. I've done enough talking about what I want to do. What do you guys want to do? Like, what would you want to see? I know Brian. I know Brian. I know everyone's going to say Brian. But what kind of things would you want me to try? Because at the end of the day, you're the ones watching. Oh, Aaron, appreciate that, bro. Den Perry did it. Den Perry did it. Big Cheese said me any time of the week. But I have to do you. You can't do me. That's not allowed. Right, I'm telling you. Keith Laird. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, Keith Laird, we can't do. I don't. Do you know what I mean, chat? This is the predicament we've been put in. And the annoying thing is, we don't know where we stand because we haven't had a letter back. I can't get hold of... You try and get hold of Peter Kay somehow. It's near enough impossible. There's no information about it, bar his management. Is he drawing a dog? He's obsessed. Yeah, it's just annoying. I only live about 20 minutes... No, not even that. 10 minutes away from Bolton. Me and Peter Kay work in the same... He worked in the same theatre as I did. Or I still do sometimes. I just need to find him. Should we just turn up at one of his gigs dressed as Brian with a letter? The next gig he does. I've got a letter for you. Could you imagine? No, I don't want to piss him off. I don't. I'd hate that. I would hate that. And if he has got a problem with it, he's got a problem with it. There's not a lot we can do about it. It's his bloody character that I've kind of took my own spin. But yeah, that's the big announcement. So are you all still going to love me? See, the thing is, Peter Kay owns all the rights to it. That's the issue. That is the issue. He has all the rights to it. Callum, I appreciate that, my mate. I appreciate that. Honestly, it's weight off my shoulders. I'm hoping everyone's going to be... Because we kind of slowed down as well. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether... I think it's just... It feels like the right time now that this scare's come. So maybe it is the right time. I've had sleepless nights over it, chat. I'm not going to lie to you. Sleepless nights. I'm devastated I can't find out who my subscriber was.
Yeah, I couldn't find it either.
Maybe they want to stay anonymous. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
But yeah. That's it. That's it, chat. So we've been working. We've been out 2 nights in a row working. We had the last show night in Manchester. It was nice to finish on home turf. And then we went out for a lovely little drink after. 5 o'clock in the morning I got in. I haven't been home that late and I don't know how long. But you know what was great? That Mackey's. That 4 o'clock Mackey's. It's insane. And the nuggets, chat, I'm going to tell you something. The nuggets were fresh. Burnt your bloody lips when you bit into them. Oh, fucking fresh. So yeah, and then we were working last night. We picked up a bit of DJing. So yeah, and we're going on the radio. We're going on the radio as well. We've been invited down to Media City for an interview. So we're heading down that way. That's on the 17th of June. 10 days. 10 days. So I'm going to let you all update on that when we send it over. Now we've done the announcement, we can... What was the announcement? I'm pregnant. With Burger King and McDonald's love child. With a hint of Chinese and Indian. It was a good old slap up. We're rebranding the channel, Alice. We're rebranding the channel. We're not sure how we can get away. Who is Conjo? Me. Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph. Conjo. Okay. So yeah, we're rebranding all the channels, YouTube, Insta, everything to Conjo TV. New characters. So maybe we might have to say goodbye to Brian, but we're not saying goodbye just yet. If we do have to say goodbye to Brian, I'm telling you now, I'm having a funeral. You're pregnant, yeah? Yeah. If Brian has to go, if we manage to get hold of Peter Kay, or he comes back to us saying, no, you can't do him anymore, then we're going to do a funeral for Brian. Tilly, thanks for the gifts. Sent Slay overreact. Ew. Tilly, don't forget to brush your teeth today. Tilly with the roses. Get up there. How many weeks are you? I'm coming to the end. I think I'm ready to pop any minute. Can I attend the funeral? If we have to do a funeral, we've already spoke about this. So, we basically said, do we end Brian now? Do we just get rid of Brian just in case? And that was about 3 days backwards and forwards trying to figure out, is that the right thing to do? No one can tell us if we're doing right or wrong. This is a so annoying thing, right? You usually work for somebody. When you're working, you have like a boss who can tell you you're doing right or wrong. There's no one here to tell me that I'm doing right, whether I'm doing wrong, whether I made the right decision, whether that's the bad decision. Only people can do is offer, like, what they think, but no one knows. So, that's been hard, but we're not going to end Brian just yet. We're going to go with Brian as long as we can. That's my promise. But we are going to introduce some new characters. We're going to split off a little bit. But if Peter Kay then comes and says, turn it off, then don't you worry, there will be a funeral. There will be a funeral. But we can't talk like that. We can't talk like that. Tilly's saying truth or dare, boss.
Yeah.
Boster wants a dare.
No, for you.
I don't want a dare.
Yeah, you do.
Do you know what she said to me before? When I was at Dan's?
No.
She went, truth or dare? I went, dare. She went, fuck off home. I was like, wow. W's in the chat for Till. Rat. But yeah, there we go. I feel like we've updated everyone. There's not a lot more I can say. Apart from, we're rebranding. Everything's going to be okay. I promise. You just got to stay with me for the ride, chat. You got to come on this roller coaster with me. And see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? You never know, I might get to play Peter Kay in his live biopic movie. Or he could send me to my grave and sue my ass for about £150 of what I've actually earned through working with Brian. So, who knows? There we go. We're not sure what's going to happen. We're not sure. We can just pray and hope. Hopefully Peter Kay is the kind enough man to let me keep going. Are you doing BCR on Monday? I am not doing BCR on Monday. It's something that we're going to go back up to Blackpool. We're going to try and get up there once a month. Try and do something. Gangwans is sad. Don't be sad. It's the start of a new chapter. Start of a new... Freshen the page up a little bit, you know? There's more... Bonjour, ABBA Tribute Act. How are we? There's more to give. There's more to give. That's all I can say. And I appreciate everyone's support so far. I really do. Like I said, this wouldn't be possible without any of you to start with. Like, I'd have still probably been in a bar job, or not like there's anything wrong with it, but when you want to perform, bruh, when it's not what you want to do and you know there's something that you want to do, you've just got to make it happen. Absolutely, it's just a bump at the bottom of the climb, but the view at the top is much better. Ellis Owens 20, date it, 7th of the 6th, 26. Life Legacy. Life Legacy, chat. What is this thing with Peter Kay at the minute? So, unfortunately, our tribute show, not my tribute show, but the one I act in, has been cancelled. I don't know what's happened, but I'm sure we're not thick. We can understand what has happened behind the scenes. But I'm just an actor in it, so I genuinely don't know. But that makes me question now where we stand with Brian. So we've had to write to Peter Kay to find out what the crack is. It was a lovely letter, very personal, and he probably won't read it. So, apart from the obvious, what's one thing you would change about yourself if you could? What's the obvious? I probably wouldn't have slept with your mum. But we all make mistakes in life, don't we? Whee! So, that's pretty much it, chat. That's all I've got to say on the matter so far. We're busy behind the scenes. This is probably the busiest we're going to be now, trying to get this done, ready for the end of the month. We've been keeping this a secret for at least 3 weeks. So, yeah, it's sad. Who knows? But it could be the best thing that ever happened. Gangwang's his chin. There's only you asked about it, bro. I'd change your personality first before you start calling anything on me. Bitch! So there we go. Right, chat. That's all I have got today. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't get in from work till 3 o'clock this morning. And we have been extremely busy. We're emotionally drained. It's been a roller coaster the past 2 weeks. But I feel like we've made the best decision. And if not, then we I don't know what we do at that point. But we just got to keep going. And I believe it's going to work. I believe it will work. I will work even harder now to make it work. It has to work. So, where's Paris today? When's the next stream together? So Paris is going on holiday. So we're going to catch up with her in the week. She's going to come live with us while she's away. And we can all be jealous of her in the sun, sipping margaritas on the beach, while we're all depressed here at the bleeding rain in Manchester. It's raining! But yes, she was meant to be on today, but she is too busy packing. And you gotta if they're going on their holidays, you gotta pack. So yes, that's all we've got, chat. So thank you to everyone so far for coming on, listening to me rabbit on. Appreciate all your kind words. This isn't the end. This is just now the beginning of what's going to be an even better chapter. Simple as that. So make sure you all drop the follows. Make sure you're following me on all the accounts. Once the new videos start coming, please, if you're watching any of my things, please drop a like. Please reshare it. It means a lot and it just helps. We're stuck in a route at the minute, especially on TikTok. So them likes, they do matter. Alright. So I appreciate you all. I love you all lots. And I can't wait to show you what the rebrand is going to be. I might even post it tonight. I might post the artwork tonight. We're going to be setting up a Discord as well. That's coming into the horizon. So we can all chat, see where we're up to. And stuff like that. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Ellis. Thanks, lads. Thanks to everyone who's been in. And yeah, all that's left to say, my dear fellow friends, is, of course, we are going to, though, on Twitch. We're going to go raid. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Let's raid Noons. Right, chat, head over to Noons's. Get over there. Get in there. And TikTok, I love you all delightfully. Thank you very much.
You're on this side, I don't know.
Appreciate you all. Take care. Ta-ra.
Get your grenade for you. Hold on, before you start that, I think I'm going to have to end up here, actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to. We'll start when we come back. We'll come back tonight. We've got scary games tonight anyway. Right, the close down. Right. Oh, Conor Bradboy. Flipping X. Cheers. Cheers.